So have you ever been done dirty by a big business? You know, where they don't care about your outcome at all. They just kind of tell you, sorry, nothing we can do. I'm down here at the Fashion Show Mall in the Las Vegas Strip. You can see it in the background. And I'm here because I just spent close to 6.5 hours to get a simple iPhone pre-order straightened out. See, there it is. It's still saying hello to you. It's not even set up yet. This was the hardest, most ridiculous experiments I ever had. And I thought in the process I would blog it for you. What started off as a simple blog that was only supposed to go to my wife and the amazing viewer just like you who donated this phone as a gift card to me, turned into a full-on ordeal. I thought I would cover my frustration and show you how we somehow managed to yell loud enough as just one simple consumer buying a thing on a gift card and how bad they fumbled it that we managed to get the phone. So join me as we go check out the Fashion Show Mall, check out Vegas, and check out how I nearly got screwed really hard for something that was paid for by somebody who just wanted to do a good deed for somebody else. Are you ready for this? Let's go, action. Man, everybody's filming something in Las Vegas nowadays. The Strip is the biggest, nicest backdrop you can find. Let's get to the blog, and to do that we have to rewind 6 hours and get to when I started out here and see what I went through as we take a look at the Fashion Show Mall in between all that. All right, let's go. So the Fashion Show Mall, by the way, I think I'm going to do another video on this in the future. This is kind of one of the only malls that I know that's left in America that's doing relatively well. This place was opened up way back in the day, like back in the 1980s. It was a small mall, but it's grown to be one of the biggest on the entire west coast of the United States. A lot of that is driven by the fact that there is a ton of people that come to Vegas that want to save money on things versus where they're from. Think about it, right? The iPhone I have in my pocket costs $13.99 here. It's hundreds of dollars more in other localities around the world. And then when you add on things like value-added taxes and different service fees, it can cost $2,000 for the same item you'll walk out of this store for $1,500 USD. Same thing with handbags and Crocs and high fashion. So the Fashion Show Mall, it's not just a regular mall. We got Louis Vuittons in here. We got all sorts of different weird brands that you would usually not see. And I can't believe how many sunglasses huts there are. There's like 5 of them in here as far as I know. And here's a fun fact and a tip for you. If you have a nice pair of sunglasses, did you know that Sunglasses Hut over there will fix them for free? I mean, I recommend you tip the guy 10 bucks, but they can resize stuff, they can order screws for you. Most of the stuff they do won't cost you a penny. Of course, we have the pirated games over here. Pirated games. Yes, every Nintendo game ever launched for the low, low price of $150. If you buy it on Amazon, it's worth $29. AliExpress, even less. Fashion Show is a great little mall, and I recommend you check it out if you're gonna do some shopping in town. You know, the casinos aren't the only game in town, and do they cost less here? No, but there's way more selection for more budgets, that's for sure. We're gonna go back to the Apple store not too long from now, and then we're gonna go and rewind back in time to my struggles with this phone. This was actually the result of 8 or 9 different phone calls that I had to make. Couldn't even order the thing on day one, getting to the point where I pissed off one of the managers over here because she thought I was filming her. I promised to blur her face and not use her name. But she's amazing. So everybody at Apple took care of me, but ultimately there was so much frustration that it turned me off from the brand until they did make it right. Who's actually buying those little anime figures? Do people actually buy those? I've seen those at every single mall and every single casino in the whole city. It's really strange. As we come up in this point right here, you're gonna see where they used to do the fashion shows. They would literally have a runway come out of the ground. There's a control panel above me. Real interesting that they're not doing the fashion shows anymore. I guess COVID-19 took everybody's urge to watch fashion shows out. Now they have these setups in the middle. They keep changing the scenery. Basically selfie walls for people to take photos with. Everything from the Lego store to GameStops to high-end shopping to low-end shopping. There's also some local places that are kind of local, like the Coffee Bean. So that is a quick tour of the Fashion Show Mall. And if you're interested, drop us a subscription and say you're interested in seeing more history, because this mall right here, this is one of the last places in Vegas that's a mall that actually works. But we're gonna rewind it now right back to the start where I stood in this very line and was told to call Apple support and spent 6.5 hours fighting so I could get an iPhone that was amazingly donated to us. Down here picking up the iPhone. I appreciate you. This is the Apple Store.
I can help you out.
I have a pickup.
Pickup sounds good. What's the first name?
You check me in first, Steven?
Steven?
Yeah, appreciate it, Robert. I just wanted to show you that I got through and everything's good, and I'll get some video of them setting it up for me, and I'll only share it with you and my wife. They're checking to see if they've got the phone that I put an order in for a week ago right now, as though maybe there's another airplane arriving at Harry Reid Airport with a bunch of iPhones. I mean, that is definitely a possibility that they gave my phone to somebody else. Meanwhile, I haven't met a Quest. These things are
No, I want to go
select.
to Guadalajara. I want to go to.
Don't know that I would ever use one, but $3,500.
But I haven't been.
I mean, you have to be rolling in the day trading money for that to happen. This is an interesting thing. I'm going to show you the order process if you don't know what's happening so far. We ordered on a gift card. Gift card orders, the guy here told me, caused them problems. It took some money out of my gift card over the week because it was basically pulling for subscriptions that I had or a purchase I made or something. And that caused the whole system upside down, topsy-turvy. It took me an hour to order this originally, and now I'm still here at the Apple Store trying to figure it all out. They've been very nice to me, but they seem to not know what's up. So let's go see. I spent an hour on the original order. I spent another 45 minutes on the phone. They said it was fixed. I was supposed to pick up at 10:30 to 10:45, but now we're still here, and they're seeing if they have my phone at all or if it's gone. We'll see. They told me on their end, go get it now. And you're telling me now it's not go get it now. You're telling me now it's get it whenever.
Yeah, because they didn't completely process it. Right now it's still on their end. It says processing as I showed you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let me talk to your store lead. That'd be okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, so it wasn't fixed on the phone, and now I got to talk to the store lead. So I'll get this conversation too. We got to be kind to people. We have to be nice to people. We can't yell at people. So when you order something with a gift card on like a pre-order, you can't add on Apple Care. I learned that the hard way. So after an hour on the phone originally Sunday trying to sort that out, I figured it out by looking online.
Okay.
I put the pre-order in without the Apple Care. It went fine. I got the order email. I got the QR code, put it into my Apple Wallet app. Sometime in the middle of the week, you guys upgraded my wallet so my gift card balance would show.
Okay.
And it showed $1,500 until a few subscriptions came out. And then it showed $1,478. And I had already paid the difference on my debit card, which I have more than enough, more than the $40
Right,
needed,
okay.
$28 needed that came out of the card. So I got here today. They said I can't pick up my phone. I have to call the Apple line. I spent 40 minutes on support. Somebody in their specialty department called me, said it was all sorted out. Go stand in line, get your phone.
Okay.
They sent me an email showing me that the order is now processing. I have the original QR code, but you won't let me pick up my phone. And then all the way, I'm telling you, even this morning driving here, that was still showing me we're processing your order. Then I
Yeah,
get
because
here.
on here it says it's like on our end it's still processing.
So what I'm wondering is, I get it, maybe these phones are flying into Harry Reid every few hours or something like that. I don't know if that's true. My phone was allocated to me last Sunday. Obviously, somewhere along the line, it got to this store. You're telling me there's no phone back there for me now because...
No, because this one's saying it's not ready. So we can call to see what that says. I don't have a phone here ready for you because there's not one ready for you.
But mind you, in between the here and now, it was, you guys are so eager to take my entire Apple account balance, aren't you? You're so eager to do that, and you're not going to let me pay $23 with my debit card in order to go ahead and complete my order?
I don't know what the process of the online store looks like. So
this is your pre-order process.
Thanks.
yes,
You know what the process is. Like, for example, let's say I wanted to use that gift card. I would put a pre-order hold on the phone, because I've been told this by your own online store people.
Gotcha.
We put a pre-order hold on the phone. They don't actually charge your card. It's a pre-authorization for $1,516.97.
Right.
Then you come in here and you can pull out bags of pennies. I hope nobody ever does that to you. I hope it doesn't
Right.
happen. You can pay any way you want. The hold comes off.
Right.
So obviously you're holding my money on my Apple
Okay.
card, and you're holding my money on my debit card. The only thing you're missing is like $23 that came out of my Apple account in the last week.
Gotcha.
That's what's happening right now.
Got it. And that would all be online. I don't have access to.
So I have to
anything
call
on
back
online.
to I have to call
Yeah,
back to them and have
right
another
now-
conversation with them.
Yeah, and if you want to have them talk to me, I'm one of the managers here. I can talk to them.
Okay.
But right now I can't force anything on their end because they don't have access to their system.
Okay.
To make this be ready.
All right, I'll call them again. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard that. I got to call them again. So I'm going to try to call them again. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to go sit over here, get on my iPad, wait another 40 minutes or 20 minutes and call them again. And yeah. So I'm just going to go and get some water because I'll be on this hold for 20 minutes while we're here at the Fashion Show Mall. And they got rid of the fashion show. It's gone forever. Now they have this. They change these out every couple of weeks. I guess they're having people write their stuff here. This guy's getting his PhD. That's cool. We are beautiful. Unless you're at the Apple store and you work for Apple, in which case you are frustrated. They still have the controls for the fashion show up here, though, like as though they're going to do them. But they're not going to do them. Not with all that AstroTurf.
Can I just do a regular?
The ABC store. You can buy a bottle of water for $3, or you can buy a giant one for $1.75. Let's go there. Hey, Harry, this is Steven calling. How are you? Well, I didn't get my bottle of water because I'm walking back to the store. I'm not very good. I'm having a bit of a problem here with my order.
One eternity later.
So the nasty version of me came out earlier, and I feel really bad about that. I've been on the phone for 2 hours now this morning, and I went in to talk to the store lead. Basically, she has a phone for me. I don't know what happened. She said, oh, the order status changed, and I'll get you a phone. So I think and growed rich this thing. I said, I am not leaving here until I get a phone, I guess, and it's working. But we're not there yet. The phone isn't in front of me, and you're fantastic. But yeah, she's coming back. She doesn't want to be recorded, so we're gonna aim the camera down and just show you that it exists. So she said she'll get me a phone. It doesn't mean anything right now necessarily, but she's been very helpful. But the person I talked to last, they were not helpful. I got a guy who was super slow on the draw, and then I asked him for this special number where somebody from Austin, Texas will call you back. And then I got transferred to another lady after 35 minutes, and they said basically, I'm the last harbinger of your line of defense. And I tried to explain to her, no, there's a special line in Austin, Texas. She wouldn't listen to me. So then I asked the guy out front if I could talk to. He said, I'll find her. And then he proceeded to do the exact opposite. So I hunted her down, so to speak. And then I explained the situation, and she got a phone for me now. So it looks like it, or she got something in her hands. So that's the story. It's been crazy because right now it is 12 o'clock and I got here at 9:45. So that's 2 hours and 15 minutes. But I did get my water at the ABC store, the best value in town, $1.75. They'll even sell you an extra one for $1. So Apple Store, all these happy people. Maybe I'll be a happy person walking out. Let's wait for the phone to see if it shows up.
They just wanted to confirm who you are.
Oh, sure. Hello? Hi, who's this? Hi, did I talk to you before, or is this a new person? Well, I'd like to confirm that you work for Apple. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just answer the questions that she'd like to.
Poor I'm stressing her out. Okay, go ahead. I'd like to answer whatever questions you have for me. Yeah, that's great. She's been great, and everybody here has been trying their best. Yes, please talk to her about whatever you need on my behalf. So they had to authorize me, like when you're calling the credit card company or the cable company or the billing company. I don't know. We'll see. My last video got over 10,000 views, though, so that's good. I was worried about it. We're still waiting. That was a weird call where I had to, like, verify everything. Never done that before for a phone pickup, but I get it. They want to make sure the right person's getting it, if the right person's getting it, or they're putting me on a list and blackballing me from all the Apple stores ever because of my spicy attitude today. But when these things happen, they're tech companies. I figure they would have this sorted out. Like I was saying, if a person lived in rural Minnesota or rural Illinois and like they weren't 15 minutes from an Apple store, because there's 4 of these things in Vegas, so we're very blessed like that, They might drive 2 or 3 or even 4 hours to pick up an item, only to be told that because of a problem with gift cards or something, they couldn't get that item. And they're going to drive another 4 hours home. It just seems pretty crazy to me, and I've expressed this over and over, but let's see if they can fix it. We're still waiting on our store lead, and I'm going to be, of course, you'll notice she's blurred out of this, so we don't have any privacy things.
Thank you.
So what's the
She said give it 10 or 15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes?
And then you should get an email that it is processed. So
Okay.
that was the person who does the review, whatever it's called. And then
Account
she talked
review.
to her
Okay.
online storage. They said give it 10 to 15 minutes. So
Okay.
you want to hang out in here? Are you stepping out? What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna chill here. Yeah.
My name's get the email. If you see me, grab me. If not, ask someone to grab me.
Okay.
And I'll come back over.
It seems weird, and I was telling I know you got to run. I was telling the lady in the first Austin, Texas call I got today, the only one I got, and I was saying, you guys know it's really weird because you can't even do the order with Apple Care Plus on it, but so that, and she was like, I didn't even know that, and I said, nobody at Apple knows that. I had to find it from an online forum user, and then I posted on Mac Rumors. I'm sure you're familiar with Mac Rumors, right? And I was like, PSA, if you're trying to pre-order, take off the Apple Care. It'll go right through. I lost my day 1 pickup, but I got it on day 2. And then this thing, some guy posted at the back end, he's like, don't even spend 1 penny on that Apple Card because it'll destroy your entire order and rip it apart. He said he spent 10 minutes on hold or on a call and then 55 minutes, but they sorted him out. So thank you for sorting me out.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'll wait on you guys.
So yeah, check in with me in 10 or 15 minutes.
I'll be
You
here.
should getting an email. You don't have the email that right now you have. It says it's processing.
Yeah.
The next one should say
Pick
that
it up.
it's- Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool, thanks. All right, so you heard that. You heard what she said. So, I don't understand what's the market cap of Apple? I'm sure Siri in its current iteration doesn't know. What's the market cap of Apple? Oh, it didn't even hear me. What's the current market cap of Apple? $3.47 trillion market cap. Nobody in their company knew that if you put Apple Care on a gift card pre-order, this happens, that you can't order it. Nobody knew. And nobody in the company thought to email somebody if their pre-order was pulled, but they didn't have enough to cover it because of App Store purchases coming in. We're gonna wait 15 minutes. We're gonna wait for that email. We'll see when it comes, all right?
1 hour later.
So I just got a notification that said that there's a problem processing my payment. That's a good news, actually. This is probably what should have happened to begin with. I called over the lady that was helping me, and we'll see what she has to say. I don't want to really do anything right now. It says we couldn't authorize your payment, so I'm sure she'll help me with it. But that's where we're at. That's actually probably a good thing. And but in my Apple wallet, it's still showing $0. So we'll see what it says I should do and what she says I should do. If something, they're trying to make up the difference in that payment, and I'm on hold with the worst classical music in the world. It goes from pop music when you're making a sale and buying something new to boring classical music when you're just a pain in their butt. Okay, we finally just got our order. I got here at 9:30. It's 2 o'clock, so 4.5 hours. And we'll see where this all goes. I just got the email that the item is ready for pickup, and I was told to ask for another person because the lead of the store, the manager essentially, is on break. I don't blame her. I put her through a lot. Let's see if we get the phone now. That'll be a thing. So there it is. We actually managed to get to this point, and I got somebody here helping me, and I don't want to hold him up. So we're just gonna lift up. And there we are. Desert titanium, right? There we are. And lift her up. The best part. And we're gonna convert it over and turn it on at this point. That should be it. So yeah, we got the phone. It's still on the hello screen and it's still downloading all of my iCloud stuff. It was a bit of a slog though, and that's not the way things should be. And if you agree with that, give me a thumbs up if you watch this far. Let me know still watching. The Apple Store is an amazing little experience in most towns you go to, but like I think I mentioned in the video, if you lived in the middle of nowhere and you had to drive 4 hours to get your new phone, only to have the company tell you that they messed up your order and didn't let you know that there was a problem, you would have an 8-hour round trip and possibly even a hotel stay on your bill. So I'm glad they made it right. Thank you to Apple for that. And thank you to everybody here who worked with me, who we blurred out their faces for privacy reasons. My name is Steven, I'm not leaving Las Vegas. If you like these kinds of videos and these blogs, tell me by sharing this video, liking this video, and saying so in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. We get closer to the camera, we say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and click.